How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're using the Pyroar team once again, so hopefully it goes well. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of the team in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and with that being said, let's jump to the team preview. Okay, today we're battling versus Dominic, a randomer I found online. He's got a pretty powerful looking team. You've got the Meowscarada and the Quackweevil that sticks out. The King Gambit is also a big threat, but I think we can handle it somehow. I think Donphan can handle the King Gambit, no problem. And yeah, I'm looking at their team and I'm thinking, you know, Pyro's going to do some decent work here. You know, the Armarouge hit with a Dark Pulse, same with the Ceruledge. Immune to its stab and resistant to its other stab. King Gambit's not going to appreciate a Fire Blast. Tinkatong's definitely not. I'm thinking we lead with Bronzong just to get the hazards up, because it doesn't look like they've got a hazard spinner. Oh no, the Quackweevil could be a rapid spinner, but it's unlikely it will be. So I'm going to go ahead and lead with Bronzong anyway and just get up the screens, get up the Stealth Rocks, all that wonderful stuff. And the battle begins. So Dominic over there is going to lead off with Bailonda, the Quackweevil, as we let off with Gigamesh, the Bronzong. So not too bad of a matchup, to be honest with you. We are physically defensive. We can wall this thing. Let's go for a Reflect just to make sure we can. There we go. They go for an Aqua Step. That's going to do some decent little bit of chip damage to Bronzong. Not too much damage though. It does raise the speed, of course, and we see the Life Orb, which is always good to know. So no Choice Scarf, no Choice Band, nothing like that. So we'll go for a Reflect real quick, get our physical defense really high up there. And we do have the Light Clay, I believe, so we should be fine. Now I'm going to go for the Light Screen, just to... they go for a Wave Crash. Wow, okay. Wave Crash will do a bit more damage. Not enough damage, though, to the point where I can get up my Light Screens next and then get up a Stealth Rock straight after if I want to. So we'll go for the Light Screen real quick. There we go. Nicely done. And then we'll go straight for a Stealth Rock to get those Stealth Rocks up, because they're going to hurt the Ceruledge and the Armarouge pretty badly. So they go for a close combat now. That's actually going to hurt a bit. There we go. Hurts a little bit. Not too bad though. Not too bad though. As we're able to get up our Stealth Rocks. So Stealth Rocks being on the field is going to be really useful for chipping away at their team if they want to switch out or anything like that. But it looks like we've got one of them opponents that don't like to switch out. So kudos to them. I guess they want to be ballsy. They want to be ballsy. So I guess we switch out here, right? If we're expecting a close combat or a now, what do we switch in here against Quackweevil? I mean, Donphan's a good one if they're going to go for close combat, but if they go for Aqua Step, we're kind of screwed. Let's go for a Gyro Ball and just sack this thing off. They go for a close combat, that's fine. Get a nice and powerful defense drop on them, which is great. Absolutely wonderful, actually. So, there we go. Gigamesh goes down. Now, I'm thinking Heracross could be a good one here. We could go straight for a close combat, or we could go into Donphan, or we could go Goodra and just fire off anything, really. I think a Sludge Bomb would probably KO this thing. So yeah, I'm going to go Goodra. Goodra looks like it's not doing too much this game because they've got a lot of physical attackers. One of them is the Fairy type. So I think we go for a Sludge Bomb here just to KO this thing, and they probably just go for a close combat to get some damage off. They go for an Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner will hurt, but not too bad because we have got the Reflect up after all. As Sludge Bomb should be able to KO now, so let's go for that. There we go, nicely done. Quackweevil is out of the way. It took out our Bronzong, but you know that's what you get when you're using a UU team against an OU team, you know. In comes Glada Imperio. That is the King Gambit. So King Gambit comes in. Is it going to be Supreme Overlord? It's not. It's obviously a Defiant variant. So we're going to go straight into Donphan now. Donphan can hardwall this thing pretty well. And scare it out with an Earthquake. So we'll see what they're going to do. We're going to Michelin real quick. There we go. We do have the Reflect up still. They go for an Iron Head. That's going to do nothing. Yeah, there we go. Nothing at all. Absolutely amazing. As we're going to get some leftovers recovery, which is pretty awesome. So there we go. Right, Donphan, what are you going to do here? Go for an Earthquake? Look at their team. They don't really have the best switch into Earthquake other than Meowscarada, so I'm going to go for an Earthquake and expect them to stay in. They're going to withdraw the Glad Imperio. Are they going to go into the Meowscarada? That thing, whatever that is. Probably the Meowscarada, right? Yeah, the Meowscarada comes in, so there it is. Comes on in. Go for an Earthquake real quick. There we go. Down it goes. Not really. Down its health goes a little bit. Down its health goes a little bit. That did more damage than I thought it would as well. I mean, Meowscarada is frail, though, so you got to remember that. We still have Reflect up. Let's go ahead and switch in something that can take care of this thing. I'm going to expect a Flower Trick, so I'm going to go into my Heracross. I think Heracross is a decent one here. Heracross does really well against their whole team, to be fair. Does really well. Their perfect switching would be Ceruledge. But I'm still going to go for the attack anyway. They go for a Chilling Water? This thing gets Chilling Water? Why does Meowscarada get Chilling Water of all things? So is it some sort of like bulky set? I don't know. That's really bizarre. Really bizarre. So I'm going to go straight for a close combat and just try and get the KO on this thing. There we go. Can we get the KO? We do get the KO. Awesome. That's going to boost our attack back to neutral, which is great because we got the lowered attack from the chilling water. I personally would have just gone straight for a flower trick there, but I guess my opponent's not me. We can't always, anticipate these plays. So light screen's going to wear off, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? In comes Azu Gladys, which is, of course, the Ceruledge. Their thing walls us right now because we are locked into close combat. They obviously knew that because because we outsped them, Scarlet for a start. I'm going to go straight into Lion-O. It seems like the best option, really. Lion-O, the Pyroar, can come in. There we go. In he comes the big lion. The big lion. Get that Unnerve away. Not that it really matters. If they go for the Bitter Blade, that's going to do minimal damage to us because we are resistant to it. And Pyroar is frail, but not that frail to where it's going to do 50%, if that makes sense. So now we can just go straight for a Dark Pulse if we really want to. I think I will go straight for a Dark Pulse. I feel like they're going to go for a close combat or something and take out Pyroar that way. They have Quick Claw. They have Quick Claw. And Bitter Blade. Okay, so no close combat. That's fine. That's fine by me. Go for your Bitter Blade all you want. Go for your Bitter Blade all you want. We're just going to go for a Dark Pulse real quick and hopefully get the KO on this thing. So let's see how much damage we're talking. Nearly a KO. Nearly a KO. So we'll go for another Dark Pulse because there's absolutely no reason not to. We do outspeed this time. No Quick Claw shenanigans here as down goes the Ceruledge. So that's pretty awesome. We got the KO on that. There we go. In comes Crimanzo, which is going to be the Armarouge, I'm guessing. It is the Armarouge. So the Armarouge comes in. See, they're bringing in Armarouge, but they could easily just bring Tinkaton in. But they don't know I'm locked in. So that's, I'm going to go for another Dark Pulse and see what they're going to do. They're going to Terrestrialize. What type are they going to Terrestrialize into? Hopefully a Psychic type. That would be ideal. That would be ideal if it was a Psychic type, as it's an Electric type. Okay, Electric type's cool. It means we're going to be neutral with the Dark Pulse, which means they're going to do more damage. Well, they're going to be able to take less damage from it, which is fair enough. Dark Pulse is going to come through. Still does a decent chunk of damage as they go for a Tera Blast. I haven't seen the Electric Tera Blast yet, I don't think. Let's have a look, see what it's like. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. As it takes out Pyroar. So down we go. Down we go. So unfortunately, Pyroar didn't get to do too much this game. It took out the Ceruledge, which is great. And now I'm thinking of going into Heracross for the close combat. Looking at the rest of the team, we can probably do that. I think Heracross is a good shout, to be honest with you. So we'll go into the Boss Beetle. The Boss Beetle. There we go. And we should be able to finish this thing off with a close combat right now. There we go. Go for a close combat. Should take it out. It does take it out. As we're going to get some defense drops and all that wonderful stuff. But we do get a +1 in our attack. So depending on what they bring in next, we might be alright. If they bring in the Tinkaton, we're obviously going to have to switch out because Tinkaton will match up really well against Heracross. And I kind of want Heracross around to take out that King Gambit. And hopefully we can actually have Heracross in the thumbnail because I've already made the thumbnail for this video in Blender and it looks really cool. Really cool. So in comes Tinkaton. We don't want to stay in against Tinkaton because it is obviously a fairy type and it's quite bulky. So I'm going to go straight into my Donphan. Donphan is the absolute penultimate wall that we have to a Tinkaton right now. We're probably going to see a Gigaton Hammer, more than likely a Play Rough. One of the two. As they go for the Play Rough, absolutely fair. Not going to do anything to us because Tinkaton does not have very good attack at all. It's not that good of a Pokemon. It just gets that really strong Gigaton Hammer move and that's about it. We'll go for an EQ here and see what's going to happen. So they go for a Gigaton Hammer now. Boom. Doesn't do nearly enough damage as we're able to go for an EQ now and hopefully take them out. We do take them out, which is amazing. So down goes the Tinkaton. Down goes the Tinkaton. So we've got a couple of options here now. We could stay in with Donphan here and try and 1v1 this King Gambit, or we can get Heracross in for the KO. I'm inclined to go with the Heracross one because I want to get Heracross in the thumbnail. So Glad Imperio is going to come in the King Gambit. And what we're going to do now is, expecting an Iron Head, I'm going to sack off Weavile because it's not doing anything this game. There we go. Going to withdraw our Donphan into the Weavile. If you're wondering why I'm using Weavile over Chien-Pao, it's because I'm... Oh, we got a DC. We got a DC! Okay, cool. I'm dying. I'm dying. Alright, cool. So we got a DC. Whatever, I guess. I guess I was expecting that to happen for a second. So thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.